Hi, Colin and Powers. Hope you guys are having a good time up in the mountains. This is your video lesson for today. Three things I want to talk about. Go down the list, and as usual, if you have questions or want me to look at anything, feel free to send those over to me. So cool. So going back to what we were talking about last time, the names of the three open strings right here, the G, the B, and the E. I think we talked last time that I think he was getting confused that like the names might change or something like that, depending on the day or something. So just remind him that this is always G, this is always B, this is always E. Start with one of them first. Be like, this is always G right here. And then do that game that we always play where the hands behind your back and then point to the G string, reminding him that this is always the G string and this is the only one that's called G. And so you can get that consistent. If you can get that consistent, like, 2, 3, 4 times, or maybe 4 or 5 times consistently, then add the B into the mix and then do B, concentrate on B for a while. And then if that's all good, then do G and B, and then repeat that process for adding the E, so like G, B, E, until he's got those rock solid, because we're gonna want those like really good before we start putting our fingers on here. The second thing I want you guys to work on are moon hops, making sure to keep a steady beat. So make sure you parachute, right? And we touch that G string and we do our steady moon hops. Ice, and I think the last time we used ice cream, if I remember correctly. Ice, cream, ice, cream, ice, cream. You can like clap or something like that, or maybe if you have like a small drum or something, you could play along with him. Ice, cream. Making sure he keeps those steady moon hops right there, while still working on the moon walk. So making sure that you do that little game that you have where you walk around with your fingers like this. It's important to have that thumb out right here, and maybe you can put something inside, like a little piece of pirate map or something in his hand right here. So you have that walking. So it's important to keep that thumb, because we don't want to have the habit of doing this, of the thumb poking in. Right, because that doesn't work, obviously. So keep that thumb out to the side, because that's where we're resting on the string. And then this would be moving the moonwalk right here. So making sure we practice walking our fingers around, right? So that way, when we get to that point, he'll be doing moonwalks on the string rather than doing moon hops. And the first things first is get the moon hop going. And then last thing I want you guys to work on is left hand review. So to go through those steps one more time, is that you have your thumb, right? And you have the light on the string, so you put your thumb right back here, right where the one part is on my guitar. And so you have the thumb on the back, right? I think I put a dot there last time, if I remember correctly. If not, I can do that next time. Put that thumb light towards the ceiling, and then you keep your moons up, right? You can even maybe get like a little spaceship or something like that, a spaceship toy, and like try to crash into his fingers. Because we don't want the fingers to be hanging down like this, or like having a super large hole, which goes to the third point right there, which is making sure we have like a small mouse hole right here, just enough to fit like a number 2 pencil through, right? So you have the moons up like this. You can start crashing fingers into his, crashing moons, or crashing spaceships into his moon fingers right here, right? And then once that's all good, we'll start thinking about maybe putting a finger, like touching the string with our fingers right here. So the next step would be to touch the second string, 3rd fret. Just really just touching through. You don't even push down. You really just touch the string and have him moon hop like that, because we don't want to have him build the bad habit of squeezing too hard. And if you squeeze too hard, the thumb usually pops up and all kinds of bad things happen. This comes over the top, all kinds of bad habits. So work on those 3 things for me. Like I said, if you want me to look at anything, feel free to shoot that on over. If not, I will see you next Thursday. Take care.